All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. I hope my voice coming good and clear for you. For us here in the state, it's morning time, and for the rest of the world, it's going to be evening. So, good evening for those who they are in the time of night. Our topic today is about news, and we will try to look at the news in different way from the way always show it to us. Always the news is laid out to us in a certain way, and the reason it's like because everyone have his own agenda. You know, as an example, me as a Christian, I have my agenda. And nothing wrong with that. And my agenda is to share the truth. Someone else, he have his own agenda to share lies, or even to hide the truth, or to use the truth in bad way. In front of us, we see what is became very well known coronavirus issue, which is scaring everybody. Stock market is suffering. Airplanes are suffering. Airlines is going to affect the world if this is spread really widely. Actually, I just heard in Hong Kong they close all schools and no more schools until this is cleared up. So, obviously, this is something terrifying, but nobody want to tell us how this virus came to existence. You see, they call it corona, but it is MERSCU virus. What does that mean? If you read carefully with me, the name is Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. So this is a Middle Eastern virus. They summarize it by saying MERS. This virus first time discovered it was in during the Hajj to Mecca. So it's coming from Mecca specifically. First time was discovered in 2012. And here we notice how some ritual practice of some religion can be extremely dangerous, because a million or two people, they gather from around the world, from every spot in the earth, almost. And then they go in a crowd which is extremely busy. I mean, it is impossible not to be only, not only you will be touched, but you will be molested, literally. And then after they do their crazy rituals, with very low hygiene, because always when there's a bigger crowd, there's no way, even if you are a clean person, there's no way you can keep the hygiene. It's impossible. When we say about a million or two people in a small tiny spot, think about this way: bathroom, washing, dirt, dump, garbage. This is all is in a small tiny place, and all those millions, they are going to live there for at least a few weeks. And you will notice here they are saying that this illness, which is a Middle Eastern coronavirus, like there is symptoms for sure for it, but many of those who they are infected of it have died. And here is the question: how this virus come to existence in 2012 and then it disappear? And then after almost 8 years or so, it's coming back to life. I mean, was it this virus taking a nap for 8 years? And where was this virus before? I mean, if the first time they discovered it, it was 2012, how this virus came to existence? It sounds strange for me, and it's kind of weird, because, either we have to say that this virus is something in you, came to existence, created as in you, or it exists, but it was not affecting us. But the question then will be, how come it's not affecting us? I mean, if it's an old virus exists for, the scientists, they believe in millions of years for this earth, right? That's what they believe. So if this exists all this time, where it was? Where is the people who were suffering from it and dying from it? How come we never heard of it? So I'm suspecting there is one of two theories. Either a religious theory. We can say that God, he cursed people for being pagan, worshipping money, Kaaba, etc. Or you adopt a scientific theory where you say that somebody in Saudi Arabia was developing a virus. Let us say a bomb. Terrorist bomb. But they were not prepared for it to expand there. Maybe they want to ship it somewhere else. Because why it is happening in Saudi Arabia? Why the beginning is from there? You see, but if we go to science, we will see that this was most likely coming through camel. United Nations, every year, they announce a warning for those who eat meat of a camel and drink the milk of a camel, that it's a very, very dangerous and it can have a lot of viruses. And Muslims, they've been forbidden from eating many food, but they've been encouraged to eat camel. And even they drink camel urine. And this virus spread by either one, the milk of the camel or the urine of the camel, which is and even the meat, because it's inside the body. So here we notice that most likely it is something happened, have to do with their practice, and that practice lead into a spread of this virus around the world. Or you can say maybe there is a terrorist groups, maybe the Saudi government, they are working in a bomb which is a virus to spread, and maybe they have a vaccine for it in case it's spread all over. But based on what I understand about Saudi Arabia, they are not really that much advanced. But money can do a lot because they can hire scientists from everywhere. You can bring the most smart, intelligent scientist and make him work for you in Saudi Arabia, bring him. And even if you don't agree, you can force him. You capture him, you say, okay, you know what, you are here now, you're working for us. I want you to make something very harmful, dirty bomb. So we need to know, and we should know, why this virus disappeared for all those years and how it, from zero person infected with it to suddenly is spreading wide in many countries. It looked like there is something wrong behind it. And I will not be surprised really if there is a company who they are making drugs, they are behind the virus. You see, the evil have no limitation. They might spread the virus so you can buy their vaccine. So you will buy their medicine. You are dying. You spend all your money to get the medicine for this virus. So it doesn't sound right. It sounds fishy. It's not convincing that a virus, he went to sleep for 8 years and then he came back. And then suddenly people are dying and it's spread all over. Something not right. Now, for sure, you don't have to agree with me. This is this is the way I see it. It sounds weird. Same time, if you think in a religious way, the Muslim believe that nothing wrong can happen in the world except by the order of Allah. Then the question will be, if this is happening in Mecca, why Allah want to punish the Muslims if this is a punishment? Because this is what they believe. The Quran says that. Actually, we can show the verses from the Quran so nobody can say what this guy is talking about. If we go to the yellow pages of Muhammad, we will find this. And this is the yellow pages, which is the most holy yellow pages in the world. But take into note that yellow pages is way more organized than the Quran. I mean, like in the yellow pages, you can find things easy. Like you go by the alphabet, you will find your information, where is the business, there is personal, etc. In the Quran, it's very horrible yellow pages. Now, if you go in the Quran, you will see there's tons of verses speaking that all bad things happen to you, happen only by the order of Allah. And Allah, He make this happen as a punishment for you. As an example, chapter 42, verse number 30. Whatever misfortune, this is the Muslim translation, befalls you, it's because of your hand have earned. Yet He burden many. So it's a sin you do, and Allah, He punish you. In different verse, the Quran says the following. In chapter 64, verse number 11, no disaster occur, except by Allah leave. And for sure, coronavirus is a disaster. Especially if this virus will cause death to millions, as it used to happen, in the 16th and 15th centuries, where the plague, killed tens and thousands and millions. So it started in Mecca, discovered in Mecca, spread from Mecca. Muslims believe in this verse that no disaster occur except by Allah leave. Why Allah, He wanted to spread this virus? If we assume that Allah is God, and He is in control, as the Muslims believe, that means Allah, He wanted to punish His followers by virus corona. For me, I don't believe that Allah exists. I believe He's a joke. You know that. So there is no way it is Allah behind this. But based on their belief, Allah is punishing the Muslims. So I want the Muslim to think about it and think why. Maybe because you are watching TV, it's haram. Maybe because you are listening to music, playing chess. Maybe because you are wearing jeans. Islam is the most crazy cult ever you can imagine. And I assure you, many of the Muslims now in Saudi Arabia, they are saying it is Allah who spread this. The Muslims, I remember when the tsunami hit like Indonesia, in a chat rooms in Paltalk, many Muslim chat rooms, they open rooms to celebrate that disaster hit the kuffar. But then after a few hours they notice, and even they make a Photoshop showing that Allah is written in the waves of tsunami. It's Allah. You can search it right now, tsunami, Indonesia, the name of Allah on the water. They did Photoshop to convince everybody that this is from Allah, and Allah was punishing the kuffar, because they thought those who died there, they are not Muslims. Few hours after they discovered that the majority, maybe 95% or 90% of those who died there, they are Muslims, then they shut down their rooms, and they did not celebrate the victory of Allah over the kuffar. Now, we will move to a different topic, and let us see what we will see here. Our democracy is in danger. Muslims in India. I don't know, Okay, why Muslims in Pakistan don't say our democracy in danger? When you make a law, if somebody leaves Islam, we will kill him. Why Muslims don't say our democracy is in danger if somebody is from different belief, he say Muhammad is a false prophet, you kill him. Do you remember that the student who is Ahmadiyya? He's a Muslim. I mean, he's Ahmadiyya, like it's a cult, but at the end of the day, he is a Muslim like them. He said something in Facebook. They killed him second day in the school and they throw his body from the top of the building. But did nobody now suddenly, the Muslims suddenly, they support democracy. I thought democracy is something coming from the kuffar. I thought it's against your religion. And how come you ask for democracy for you, but you don't want democracy for the rest? Why, if a female Muslim in India, she marry a Hindu man, you want to kill her? What is the democracy? I mean, here we see nothing but hypocrisy. Why a Hindu, he cannot take a citizenship like you in India, in Saudi Arabia or Emirat or Bahrain or Qatar or Libya or Algeria or Syria or Iraq? When the last time a Hindu person, he was given a citizenship after living there for 10, 20 years? You know, there is some Indians, they work in Saudi Arabia for more than 30, 40 years. And you know what? They don't have even residency. They have temporary book and they have to renew their visa, work visa. After 30, 40 years, you live there. Your children are born there. Not a single one of them, he will get a visa. Not only that, if you are a Hindu or a Christian or non-Muslim and you die in Saudi Arabia, you are not allowed to be buried in Saudi Arabia. Look at the discrimination. You can work in Saudi Arabia, but you cannot die there. So here we see the hypocrisy of Islam and the hypocrisy of the media. It's one way, like they close one eye and they open one eye. Why you don't see the thing with the two eyes? Secondly, Muslims in India, they have papers and they are citizen. No, but they are I look at the thing. It doesn't say really that a Muslim, he cannot have citizenship. It says if you are an immigrant and you have no proof of anything, you will not be getting citizenship. And this goes for everybody, not only the Muslims, by the way. Like they say to you, they have an exception for the Muslims. But the law will go to be in function for everybody. If you don't have legal papers, we will not give you citizenship. The Muslims, they practice the same with the Hindus in Kashmir, the Pakistani Kashmir. They practice it forever and nobody complain. Go and imagine yourself, you are a Hindu and you live in Pakistan, and look how they will treat you. Or a Christian, go right now, search in Google and see how they treat you. So here we see the hypocrisy and the double standard. When they discriminate, it's a good discrimination. But if you treat them the same they treat you, you are a bad person. So let's think about it this way. Let us say the Indian government is discriminating Muslims. How they discriminate them? They don't give Muslims a citizenship if they are immigrant. Do you give citizenship for Hindus if they are immigrants in your country? The answer is no. So why nobody complain? You see, I want to go with you. I want to go with you. I say the Indian government is bad. This is a shame. Shame on you. Okay. But how come you practice what they practiced long before they made this law? There is even a law. It says there is no go zone. Mecca, Medina, and Saudi Arabia, there is cities, no Hindu, no Christian, no atheist can enter the city. Not only nobody can get citizenship there, you can't even drive through. So here we see the hypocrisy. We move to different news. If you want people not to discriminate, you start with yourself and don't discriminate others. It's going to be stupid of you to speak for justice when you are not just with others. That is a shame. That is a shame, and that is a hypocrisy. Now we move to Indonesia. You know, I have really a special mission to Indonesian people. I love them. Same, I love the Indian. But because Indonesia is the biggest Islamic countries, and this is what I focus in, Islam, look what we have in the news. Indonesia, they approve something called morality law. Morality law. So Indonesian people before that day, they have no morality. I mean, look how insulting this Islamic cult is. They are the one who is control of morality. Okay, what is the morality law? When you hear the word morality, you think it's a moral. Let us examine their morality. If you leave Islam, we will kill you. If you insult the Prophet, we will kill you. That's the morality law. If you have sex out of religion, we will kill you, which means you can do muta. Do muta. You know, do one night stand according to Islam, it's okay. But sex without contract is haram. You see the hypocrisy? You are doing the same thing. They hire women to sleep with them, they pay them, and they make an agreement, and they call it marriage. So when those people, they speak about morality, what morality is? Don't be a gay. It's against morality. But you're a prophet, he put eyeliner. You're a prophet, he pee like a woman. You're a prophet, he kiss men down their belly. You're a prophet, he said clearly that his cousin, he raped him. And your prophet, he promised you boys in heaven. And your prophet, he said that in the heaven there is a bazaar, there's a market, where there is nothing there except images of men and women. And if a man, he like the image, he go inside it and do boom boom with it. So suddenly you are the one of morality. The Indonesian, they don't have morality all those centuries, and you are the one who will bring morality for us. Hypocrisy. Let me find you the hadith. Because, you know, they might say he's lying. You know them, right? Yeah. Here we go. I will put it for you on the screen in a second. And for sure they will say this is da'if and Islam is da'if. But their morality is strong. Their stories is da'if. The Prophet of Allah said, S-A-W-S. Look at the morality. The morality is that Allah, he pray in his Prophet. He pray for, not to. Indeed, in paradise, there is a market which there is no buying nor selling, except for images of men and women. So whenever a man desire an image, he enter it. Desire an image for what? Sexually. So Mr. Morality sheikhs in Indonesia, are you going to allow Playboy magazine and should have pictures of men and women? As long you are a person who sponsor morality, well, this is your morality. And why you are punishing those who practice sex out of marriage? Isn't it your Prophet, he said, and this is a very correct, authentic hadith, that when a man or a woman, they practice adultery, that is written in the book of Allah as fate and as destiny, which in necessity you have to practice, as you see in the front of you, and this is Sahih Muslim, which is very authentic. Verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge. What does that mean? He wrote for you a fixed amount of adultery you have to do. Maybe I'm wrong. Read carefully with me. In and which he of necessity must commit. Do you see it? So if this is all is coming, the disease, the corona sexual disease that is called corona, the morality corona, if the one who practiced such a thing, he is practicing it because of the teaching of Allah, or let us say because of the fate of Allah, why you want to punish him and why you need this morality law? Punish Allah. It is Allah who wrote for those people the necessity sin they have to commit. It's in the front of your eyes. It says clearly, and which he of necessity must commit. You don't, it's not a choice for you to commit or not. I find it very funny and very stupid that a Muslim society want to force a morality law when they are the last one to speak about morality. Go and see the Middle East, go and see Islamic countries, corruption. The judge is corrupt. The police is corrupt. The postman is corrupt. Imagine the postman, he will hold your mail and he will say, did you receive your mail? I put it for you yesterday. You say, no, I did not. You did? Yeah, I put it next to your door. What he do? He throw it away. Or he hide it. So he say to you, well, if you want, I can knock at your door next time. So you open the door, I give it to you by hand. But then you have to pay him. You see the corrupt. Even a postman is corrupt. Nobody suffer from corruption and lack of morality. I am coming from there. I am born there. So when you want to make a law of morality, are you going to put there that you cannot have sex with 6 years old girl like your prophet? Are you going to make a law against the Quran says don't beat a wife? Because this is morality, as I know. Or maybe your morality is sick and you will say it's morality to beat our wife. It's morality to marry children and rape them. It is morality to cut the hand of a thief who stole an egg, as your prophet said. You are speaking about morality. Where is the morality in that? A person who steals an egg obviously is hungry. He's not a thief. Where is the morality and the wisdom in such a stupid thing? Especially Muhammad is the biggest thief in history. He's still human from their family. So you want to cut the hand of a little child who steal, or let us say an adult, who steal an egg, but you don't cut the hand of Muhammad who stole thousands of women from their families and he raped them. So the morality law, the purpose of it is different from what it sounds like. You see, when you see you see them speaking about morality law, actually this is not a morality law. This is to control you, to find any excuse to arrest you, to humiliate you. Few months ago, there is a big sheikh. He himself is behind the morality law. I don't know if somebody can post the link for it. I forget his name. He was cheating with married women. The guy who come with the morality law, himself, he was sleeping with married women and he is married too. What was the punishment? They did spank him in his back 14 times. But in Islam, if you do that according to Islam, you have to be stoned to death. So their morality law is very selective because this is their guy. It's a theater. They put him in the stage. They hit him in his back, like pim, pim, pim. But Islam says, if a man he do that and he is married, a woman do that and she is married, you have to stone them to death. The founder of the morality law is a cheater sleeping around with married women, Muslim women. So what we see here, that this law is to control the crowd, to subdue them. Anyone he will say something we don't like, we can accuse him. This is the same exactly they did to the mayor of Jakarta, if you remember, or the governor. The Chinese Christian who said nothing. He said those people who they are his opponent, they are using religion. They are using religion to win the election. That's it. That's not who said. He didn't say Muhammad is a false man. He did not say the Quran is a joke like Christian Prince. That's it. He went to jail for 2 years and they took him out of his job. The Indonesian, not only they should, and you as a Muslim, by the way, you are under the threat too. Because this is made to control you. It doesn't matter if you are a Christian or you are Indonesian. Who are they, those who want to put a morality law to control you? And they themselves, they have no morality. I mean, imagine they are saying we will make a morality law, but they will not close their nightclubs. Prostitution is all over. So what morality law? What does that mean? It's mean that we will be elective and selective. So if you are a person we don't like, we accuse you, we take you to jail, and maybe we kill you. So it's a law we will use when we need it. So something we put it in the box, we hide it. Go and do whatever you want. But if you are a person who is maybe effective in society, you are against us in politics, suddenly we will use this law against you. And we will get you down. It's just a law to control, to subdue, to terrify the Indonesian, including Christians and Muslims. This is against you both. So you, if you are a Muslim listening to me, you should be against this law and make revolutionary against those who come with it, because obviously they have no morality themselves. They could not force Sharia law everywhere, so now they come with a new idea, morality law. But this is nothing but forcing Islam and the cult of Islam. So what you will do now? If somebody is a gay, you are going to kill him? How many millions you are going to kill in Indonesia? If a woman or a man having sex out of marriage, you want to kill him? How many tons of millions you will kill in Indonesia? Starting from yourself, the one who made the law. All of them, they are the most perverted people ever you can imagine. And this is why nobody speak about morality as they do. So your morality law have no morality. No morality. If you have morality, you will ban the Quran. The Quran who promised us women with big boobs. What if I go in Indonesia right now and I have a sign in my hand saying, believe in Allah, He will give you big boobs. And I have a picture of boobs. Are you going to practice morality law on me, or you will say this is halal? And look at the first translation. Splendid spouses. Really? It says splendid spouses? Change the translator just to show you how the fraud. Spouses. Oof, oof. Look how the translation totally changed. From splendid spouses to full-breasted women. I mean, do you see the difference? They don't even have morality in translation. How splendid spouses became full-breasted. Okay, change the translation. I don't like this full-breasted thing. Let us see. I'm just picking up. I mean, like whatever in front of me. Let us see. Big tell. Look at this. Huge breast women. And all of them in one age. Is that the morality? Why you don't put in the airport of Indonesia for new visitors tourists? In Indonesia we have women with big boobs made by Allah. As long you are a person of morality. The Quran should be banned. Or what about the Quran is speaking about that Allah will give you women who, and he described what is inside their private part. Is that morality? Is it? Look at this. Is that morality? I want you morality people of Islam to put a sign in the airport. Welcome to Indonesia. If you convert to Islam, Allah will give you a vagina which nobody opened it before you. It's a brand new and the wax is still there. Is that your morality? Is it really moral to describe what is inside the vagina for men to make them believe in me? Is that moral? If I go right now to the mosque and I say, hey, brothers and sisters, believe in Allah and have a very nice vagina, never been used and nobody put their inside. And nobody broke the skin. It's a brand new, brother. Sniff it, sniff it. Is that morality? So the morality law have no morality. Why you don't make, as long you are speaking of morality, Allah against Quran, speaking of beating women, like we see in chapter 4, verse number 34. Beat them. Why? Are they donkeys? Even donkeys are protected in USA. You cannot beat a donkey. So who have morality? The kuffar or you? Under which morality you beat a human being just because she is a female and she is your wife, to make her obey you? Obey. Is that morality? What is moral in beating a female? And the funny, when they translate, they say to you first and second and next, as if it's going to make a difference. Guys, brother, look how they add the word first and next. It's not in the Quran. There's nothing called first and next. If brother and sister, if your wife, if you fear brother that he is not obeying you, admonish her. If they don't listen to you, put her in her bedroom and don't live with her and deal her. And if she's not listening, beat the hell of her brother. This is morality. What is moral in beating the mother of your kids? And what is the purpose of this? Is to make them obedience. This is terrorism. Using violence to subdue somebody is specifically what terrorism target is. We use violence to scare you and make you do what we want. We cannot fight you face to face. We use terrorism. In this case, we can fight you face to face because she is a female, she is weak, and the law against her, the culture against her, the religion against her, the God is against her. So we beat them. Allah himself saying beat them. That's it. Mr. Muslim Jawab, as long you are talking about same-sex marriage, my friend, isn't it your God? Through Muhammad, he promised you that you will have women who you sleep and men you sleep with them. So why you are against that if you Muslims believe in such a thing? Is that your prophet saying that, or me? That in the heaven there is a market where there is no buying nor selling except images of men and women, and if you desire the image of who? Image of men and women, you enter it and you have sex with it. So you are a potato, my friend. You claim that you are against same-sex marriage, but you practice it in the heaven of Allah. And actually you practice it on earth too. We can prove it. Look, if we go right now in the Quran, you will see that the punishment of somebody who did same-sex practice, he will not be killed in the Quran. Nowhere it says he will be killed, or even, if you go and read the interpretation, it says, beat them with sandals. But if a woman, she practiced that, if a woman, she practiced that, we jail them until they die. So Islam have no morality to the point, differentiate between sex between women and women. So we jail them until they die, as you see. But if two men, here they say in translation, and if two person, men and women, among you commit illegal sexual intercourse, that's not true. It says here in Arabic, وَالَّذَانِ يَأْتِينَهَا. Let us go and see the interpretation just to get them busted. This is about male having sex with male. What we will do with them? Give me a second. And now they will say to me, this is in a tafsir CP. It is not in the Quran CP. Okay, how it's in the tafsir? The tafsir is to explain the Quran. Stupidity is amazing. Stupidity is amazing. Tafsir is called mean interpretation. Here we go. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain, just to show you how they lie in everything. Let me put it for you in the screen. This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. But whoever disobey Allah and His Messenger and transgress, okay, how he transgress? How he transgress? But what he did exactly? They had sex, right? Let us go and see verse number 15. Here, it's a woman who commit sex together. They are lesbian. We jail them until they die. The verse after it, it is two men having sexual relationship. Read carefully. Is that Christian Prince saying, yes, CB, actually this guy who have his voice is like he's one of those who practice this. Adultery or homosexuality, intercourse, punish them both with insult and beating them with sandals. So if two men, read carefully, when two of you men, do you see the word men, commit, insult them both by beating them with sandals. So how come the women, we jail her until she die if she is a lesbian, and the man, if he have sex with the man, we beat him with sandals? What is the morality in that? According to your God, Allah, right? A man doing that with the man, the punishment is just beating him with sandal. A woman doing it, we jail them until they die. So obviously Allah is not really too much aggressive in this case. You know, he says, beat the gay with a sandal. As a gay, he might like it. He might find it very sexy. Beat him with sandals. And then if he repent, let him go. Read carefully. But if they repent, let them go. In the case of the women who they are lesbian, there is no let go. They will be jailed until they die. So let's make it clear. Islam is religion of stupidity, and there is no morality in the morality of Islam. Islam is zero moral. The only moral thing they have in Islam is the title. I showed the verse in the Quran already. My friend, who care about Eddie Murphy, what he is? Don't be stupid. We are here talking about God teaching, law, not about individual. So don't say stupid things for me. If you are not mature, leave. This is not a place for kids. Do you see me talking about this guy is a gay and this guy is a gay? This is their business. We are discussing the morality law, which is having no morality, and the purpose of it to control people, to make them subdued, to humiliate them. Any one of my enemies now, he will say something in politics or anything, you know, those Islamic gang. We will accuse him of morality law. We will use it. We will go and check. Maybe he go somewhere. Maybe he have a girlfriend, so we can put him in jail. Maybe because we could not fight him, we cannot put him down. He's smarter than us. So now we will look if we can find something against him so we can control him. This is the whole purpose of it. The purpose is not morality. You have no morality. Your prophet is the person who is the last one who can speak about morality. What is the morality of a man? He killed the father, the husband, the brother, the son, and then he raped the women after 5 minutes. What is the morality of that man? What is the morality of 54 years old going after a child? She is 6 years old. Are you going to make a law, and the morality law says if you have sex with 6 years old child, you will go to jail? Or this is against Islam? So your morality stop there. Right? We have a person, his name inspired by Sheikh Deedat. My friend Sheikh Deedat is the most comedian, stupid idiot. I will give you an example. Go and search for Deedat making fun of the Christian Bible for saying that God, he created the sun in Wednesday. Go watch it. And then, and this is how you see that Deedat is a scumbag. He's a stupid. He was debating Christians who do not know Islam, you know, trying to take advantage of that point. But isn't it your prophet? He said exactly the same. So Deedat was making fun of your prophet. Isn't it your, see, Deedat, he was saying, are you willing to read the Song of Songs in front of your children's? But later, the potato, somebody told him that Muhammadim in the Song of Songs. Suddenly the Song of Songs became holy. Suddenly the verses about the chest and breast became about Muhammad breast. So don't tell me Deedat is a stupid idiot. Deedat, if he come, he's dead now. I can break him with my 2 fingers. Actually, all of you are very breakable. This is why nobody dare to call me. They make videos to refute me, but they don't dare to call me because they are intimidated with the knowledge and the truth. All of you, you win debating against me. You destroy me. Christian Prince, you are finished by editing my videos, but you coward don't dare even to play the whole video. All of you, you speak too much about morality, but we don't find your morality there. Hmm? No, it's in the song. Go watch the video. Actually, you know what did that? In the front of everybody. I'm willing to open my Skype right now, and you call me and you tell me what did that said one by one, and we will laugh at you. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to do exactly what did that? You will play did that. I will be Christian Prince. Is that fair, guys? I don't want you to even bring anything from your pocket. You tell me what did that said. Everybody will laugh either at you as did that or at me as a Christian Prince. Are you willing to do that? Do you have the courage? Right now, right here. Are you going to play dead now? Hello? You see, I'm not asking you to do anything. Just tell me did that, he said this. Just say word by word and leave the rest for me. Are you willing to do that, or you are a coward? Okay, I will open my Skype for you. Go ahead. My Skype will be open in a second. Let us see if you are brave enough to do so. All right. Call me. Did that? Call me. Let us see if you are the man. My Skype is open. I'm waiting for you. Are you there? I'm busy. There's people around. A second ago you told me yes, so why you made me go to Skype? Okay, let me send you to Allah. Don't come here to my chat again. I thought you are a fart. It turned to be a diarrhea. At least make noise. Just call me, make a fart. Be a man. Even fart you don't dare. I have people busy around me. So now they check texting and you don't have people around you. And what you are defending Islam, you are a Muslim. You will be prouder in front of them. But because you are a potato. Aren't you a Muslim? And those are Muslims around you, and you want to show them how great you are going calling Christian Prince, getting him busted? So what if there is people around you? Maybe he's at work, because Muslims, they go to work, but they don't work, they chat. You pay them salary to do what? To do chatting. All right. Let us see. All right, we will go log off his Skype so nobody bother us. God, this Skype became crazy. I have like tens of thousands of people texting me, and I have no idea who they are, and the text never stop. No, it's not about let us move on, my friend. You see, you have the reason they don't like me because I don't let it go. You see, Muslims, they used to go to other chats or other programs. They say things they can get away with it. Don't let them get away with it. You are saving them. They just said something, you get it busted. And this is exactly what we did. A Muslim, he says something, nobody answer him. Somebody will catch that sentence and he will think it's true. Why? Because you believe in let go. No, we don't let go. We are here to get bust the liars. And the funny, they accuse us of lying in everything we say. Not a single word you say against Islam is true, even if you show it in the front of them in the screen. Isn't it this is the foolish Muhammad saying that Allah, he created the clay in Saturday? So why the stupid Shabir Ali, he says the Big Bang? Suddenly the Muslims, they believe in the Big Bang. Is the Big Bang believe that clay created in Saturday and the light created in Wednesday? By the way, the Bible doesn't say that. But Muhammad, he mean the sun. The Bible says that the first thing God created, he said, let be light. Let be light. He created the earth and the heaven. What he created? He said, let be light, and light was. Which means there's light exists before the creation of the sun, according to the Bible. Here, no. There's no light until Wednesday. And yet they make tons and thousands of videos about the Big Bang, and the Muslims suddenly believe in the Big Bang. You have a Big Bang in your head. This is the order of a creation according to your prophet. And by the way, Muhammad, he's saying in the Quran, it's 6 days, but if you count here, it's 7 days. Because he started in Saturday, he finished in Friday afternoon before the sunset. Even Adam, he said to him, please Allah, finish me before the sunset. Adam was worried that Allah is so slow. So Islam work always, if you are ignorant, you do not know what Islam is about. So suddenly Muslim, they want to adopt science. Suddenly they want to adopt morality when they don't have any of both. If they have morality, then their country should be the best in the world. Do we agree? If they have morality, Muslims will not seek to come to Germany. They will seek to come to Saudi Arabia as a refugee, to Pakistan, to Kuwait, to Qatar. They are rich, filthy rich. Muslims are running from Islam. Where is your morality, and where is your science, and where is your Big Bang? And when they get proud, they say, do you know, like yesterday a guy, he was saying, do you know that Ibn Sina was a Muslim? Ibn Sina was an atheist, you idiot. Go search it right now. Even your Islamic website saying there's tons of videos. All the names they are proud about, they are atheists who left Islam. With no exception. They have nothing but deception. "20 years from now, just wait. Steve Jobs, who is a son of a Muslim, by the way, he was adopted by a Christian family and he grew as a Christian. And he was buried as a Christian. They will say he was a Muslim. Just wait. There's a famous person. I used to watch his program when I was a kid. He's like he do diving in the ocean. His name is Captain Cousteau, something like this. Is a French. So after the guy died, they published in a newspaper that he converted to Islam a second before he died. But no, this guy, he is buried and he have a cross in the top of his grave. I will not be surprised if they say Christian Prince, before he died, he put his finger up, giving Allah a finger, and he converted to Islam. Actually, all of you, you heard that there is a very famous person. His name is George Bernard Shaw. George Bernard Shaw. George Bernard Shaw, brother, let me show you. Hold on. According to Muslims propaganda, George Bernard Shaw, he said if the Prophet was exist today, Prophet Muhammad, he can solve all the problems of the world while he is drinking his coffee in the morning. If. He said that. He did say that. George Bernard Shaw, he said that. Okay, which book we can find that? Where we can find this in his books? Which book? We cannot find it anywhere. In his book, even they give you the name of the page. But we cannot find such a book. So they fabricate stories in order to make you believe in Muhammad. Islam is nothing but a scam like their prophet. Right? Yeah, Islam is very weak. If Jibreel himself is afraid of a dog, Jibreel himself is afraid of a puppy. He cannot enter a house, have a puppy. Now, where is the Bernard Shaw statement in his book? Huh? Who is a Muslim wanna call me and tell me about the Big Bang, as long as we talk about science in the Quran? Who is a Muslim is willing to call me and tell me anything to prove Islam to be true? Who is a Muslim who make videos for me, he get me busted, he is willing to call me right now? Because all of you get me busted. The Christian Prince is weak. You are a hero as long as you are sitting talking to yourself. What about you call me and get me busted? Ask yourself a very simple question. Why they don't dare to call a Christian Prince? I mean, what they will lose? Call him. Okay, hold on. Those who claim that they can get me busted, what you will lose if you call me? If I hang up on you, you can take the video and say, see, he ran away from me, he hang up on me. I will hang up on you only if you start using a filthy language and saying crazy stuff. Otherwise, I'm willing to talk to you forever. Call me right now. Any Muslim in the chat, you wanna call me? Any Muslim in the chat is willing to call me? Nobody. Interesting. Anyone? I'm willing to call you, by the way. Especially if you claim that your beard is long. Anyone? Nobody? All right. Well, today we are going to go live again, live on air later. I'm not going to keep this video really, it's just to share news with you, nothing really important. But later we will be live on air, and we will open, like we will see what topic we'll talk about. I'm not sure yet. But for sure, anytime Muslims, he think he is brave and he is knowledgeable, especially if your beard is growing and you are using all kind of a good fertilizer, you know, I think Allah will be with you. He will support you, and you will never be defeated. And then, brother, you can take the video after calling me, posting it in your YouTube, and you will be proud in front of your family forever. What do you think, Muslims? Ultimate truth. Ultimate truth. First of all, you are just a scam. You are a fraud. You are a filthy person who do editing for videos and say things I never said. So why I will not even talk to you? You don't even have dignity, even like a little kid. Even when you make videos, you speak sleeping in your bed. We want real people to talk to us, not a scam, a fraud. Yeah, I block you because you are a stupid idiot. Christian friends, did you say Jesus did play with his mother boobs? Jesus, did you say he have sex with mother? We want to talk to people. They are really people. You are, first of all, you are a scam and you are low class. I mean, how dare you even to say that sentence to me? And not only that, you are a person who believe in is what his name, the one who corrupt the Quran, Rashad Khalifa Quran. You are not even a Muslim. You are just looking for attention. We want real men. We want real people. We want people who have dignity. If they have dignity, at least practice some dignity when you call me. All right? No, we will not allow the moderator. No moderator, because moderator will not allow it to be hot. It's like, you know, having a guy, you know, you're having two people in the stage and they are doing boxing. And what do? You have moderator says, don't beat him, don't beat him. No, let it happen as it is. He can go live in his channel, anyone. You can go live in your channel, I am live in my channel. Nobody can mute anyone this way. Because even if I mute you from my side, you are speaking in your side. Even if you mute me in your side, I'm speaking in my side. No moderator. Actually, the only way for Muslims to get away with their lies is a moderator. This is why 5 minutes for you, 5 minutes for me is a joke. There's no debate. Debate is, you corner me, I corner you. Anything else is just reading what is written in the internet. You know, like David Wood debating Mimi Hijab. They prepared for the debate 2 months ago, and they have it written. Mimi, he memorized it. A brother and sister. He don't know Arabic. He don't know Hebrew. Elijah, I mean, God is with us. I'm going to teach you Arabic and Hebrew. I know this is coming. And then after studying for 2 months, he come with all kind of poo-poo, making fun of his prophet. He made fun of Allah that he pray for, not pray to. He made fun of Muhammad for saying that Allah have body part. He said, who said so? And you can search right now in Google, you will find in YouTube, you will find millions of Muslim videos says Allah have a hand, Allah have legs, including Zakir Naik, famous names. You see, when we say debate is not you saying your statement, I am saying my statement. It's somebody getting somebody busted. And this is why they can get away with moderator. Like 5 minutes for you, 5 minutes for me. You say whatever, you get away with it. Real debate is to get him busted right now. Okay, hold on. Did you say that? Did you just say that? Read with me. Watch with me. Why you are lying? This is how a debate can be. Anything else is not a debate. And you know, the best of a debate, if there is no topic. What does that mean? Challenge is any question from you, any question from me. See, they will not do it because they need to prepare 3 months in advance. They go and print from 1,000 websites to prepare for the topic. They need a topic to be known. A real person with knowledge, he do not need to know the topic, because any topic you speak about, he's ready. And here is my challenge. Who is a Muslim when I call me right now? I don't have a topic for you. You choose the topic. You give me the question. Anyone? I mean, there is no reason to be afraid. You see, take me into surprise. I just opened my Skype again. Surprise me. Anyone? It's a big challenge. Be aware that you will ask me the first question. I am afraid to ask you the second question. Equal opportunity. Anyone? Don't tell me before you call me, surprise me. Don't tell me I have this topic for you. No, surprise me, because this is how you know if people have knowledge or not. They don't dare. My Skype is open. I see nothing but Christians texting me. Anyone? You know, in the Middle East they say, if you want to humiliate a man, let two kind of people go after him. Kids or women. What does that mean? What kind of women? Specifically, a bad woman. You know, imagine you are walking the street and a bunch of kids, they throw rocks at you, making fun of you. What you can do? But it's very humiliating. But what you can do to them? They are kids. Right? Or they send you a woman, she is a very bad woman, she accuses you with something wrong. The Muslim, they try to practice exactly the same. They send me their kids throwing rocks at me, hoping they can humiliate me, but we laugh at them. And they edit videos of me speaking to a Muslim woman, and I said to her, suckle me. And say, see, Christian Prince, how he talk live on air? Editing the video, it was actually, I was reading for her what her prophet saying, and she is the one who was speaking filthy. They have no dignity, they have no honor, and they are very, 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 very stupid, because by doing that you expose yourself. The video is there. People will go and see the original. They will laugh at you. Actually, by playing that game, you armed me to get you busted. Because people, they will see that this is not really what happened. So they could not debate me. They prepare for this. Do you want me to debate the Christian Prince? Mimi, he said. The Muslim said, yes, please, yes. He giving confidence to the Christians. And people, they thought there was a debate. And I thought there was a debate. So I said, that's wonderful. Finally, what happened? And I made a challenge for him to accept, because people are saying to you, debate me, man. Be a man. And then he said, okay, tomorrow at 6 o'clock, give us a call. We waited. We called first time, second time. After 40 minutes, we were able to talk. He hung up on me after less than 20 seconds. And what he did, he played a video, he edited, of me saying to a woman, suckle me. Did you see this? Suddenly, they play morality game. They are people of morality. I was reading your prophet saying that. So you just admitted that your prophet have no... And not only that, he claimed that the one who say that is a sexual predator. Sexual predator. Filthy coward. You just admitted that your prophet is a sexual predator because I was reading your prophet statement. And look at the dignity, how they speak to anyone who speak against Islam. Mimi Hijab, he posted this in Twitter. Why would this incest endorsing Islamophobe who may be attempting to sexual lure his sister? Do you see how trashy they are? I mean, do you see the level of those people? How in the world a person who claimed to be religious, who follow a God, his name is Allah, he say even such a statement unless he himself he do that to his sister? I mean, how the idea even come to your head? This is how they are. And yet they give you a speech about morality. Nobody is moral like them. For sure. Are you kidding me? They are the best of morality. And actually, you know, all their anger from me because I get them both spanked. This Mimi and his Fifi and the rest of them. I made videos for them. They got them. By the way, yesterday I posted for 2 hours, but I took it off from my page. I don't know how many of you saw it. You can go to Patreon and you can watch the video, please, and download it. You will see there how they got humiliated and how we got them busted with no mercy. Period. And this is explaining their anger. And actually, I'm really happy that they are angry from me. The more they get angry, the more people come and listen to me. And the number of my subscribers is skyrocketing by their help. This is the video. It is in my Patreon. Go click at the link and watch it and download it. I made many videos actually. This is one of them. But in this video, there is a response to Fifi. And look what this hijab he do. He don't dare really to refuse to debate people. What he do, he asked those fool to be in the front line so they will be spanked. So it's not me who said that. So he got a fool to put him in the front so he will get all the spank you can imagine. Brother and sister, humiliating refutation for the apostate prophet, and then you go watch it and you die laughing. All of this is for our benefit. As I said, they are really helping us, big deal. I encourage actually all Muslims, all of you, to make videos against me. Because you see, the best way to reach out to Muslims is Muslims. I'll explain to you. Who watch Muslim videos? Muslims. Okay. So how Muslims will hear about Christian Prince if Muslims don't talk about me? Are you getting the point? I will give you a clear example. When Salman Rushdie, he made a book, it's called Satanic Verses. How the Muslims learn about Salman Rushdie? From Muslims. Suddenly, they found millions of people in the street putting death, threat, money to kill this man. Suddenly, everybody in the world is buying the book of Salman Rushdie. The guy, not only he became a millionaire, he became a multi-millionaire overnight. And I'm not lucky. Al-Khomeini is dead. He is not actually, by the way, I have a picture here of the highest mullah holding my book, but this is not a true picture. Okay, just don't think we are. But one of you, he did this Photoshop, which is kind of funny. Let me put it for you on the screen. This is the highest mullah who replaced Al-Khomeini in Iran. And supposedly he is reading my book. One of my books. All right? I hope he's enjoying it. No, this is not a true cover. This is, I mean, this is not a true picture. This is Photoshop. Just for fun, you know. We don't want to be like the Muslims. We don't want to promote frauds. Yeah, it's a Photoshop. It's just for fun. So not even a single Muslim equal. So all this talking about you know, challenge, etc., and now not even single core. I mean, why? What's happening? Why, brother? Why, brother? Why? Hmm? Nobody is a believer anymore. Uh, can you give me the verse of Christians who reconvert from Islam to Christianity? There's many stories. I don't know which one you are talking about. But maybe you are talking about the one where he says, actually, even the wife of Muhammad, there's one of the wives of Muhammad, she left Islam and she became a Christian. Do you know that? One of the wives of Muhammad, she left Muhammad and she became a Christian, and she married a Christian man. She discovered that Muhammad is a scam. Right? Her name is Qatila. Anyway, so guys, I think we have enough for today. I have some work to do. I will be back maybe at night, as yesterday. If you like to join us, you know, I will be happy to have you. Somebody is texting me. Hey, don't text me, guys, in Skype, please. If you want to text in the chat here. I spoke with some Muslims in India. They say they are not Shia and Sunni, but they direct descent of Muhammad. Muhammad have no descent. What direct? How you can be direct descendant from Muhammad if Muhammad have no children? I mean, look at this fraud. Somebody is in India claiming that he is a direct descendant from Muhammad, brother. The Quran says that Muhammad was not the father of any of your children. Muhammad have 0 kids. All the kids he has is from Khadija. He is a stepfather. He is not their father. He is not their father. Muhammad is a man who cannot have kids. Actually, I believe strongly Muhammad, he cannot have sex. He raped women, but he cannot really have full sex. You know, if you go in the Quran, there's a verse, as long as we mention this before we go. In this chapter in the Quran, which is very funny, very stupid, even what kind of God he say 3 verses, 3 sentences, and this is a chapter supposedly. This chapter about a guy, he said to Muhammad, you cannot make babies. This is what the chapter is about. The one who is accusing you that you are cut off, he was saying to him, you have no penis. The Muslim, they say, oh, he met cut off, that's mean he have no children. The guy was saying to him, you are an abtar. Abtar. Abtar in Arabic means cut off, literally. What good things in this world? You go read the interpretation, it says because he don't have children. They say male children, but the fact it says abtar, you are cut off. So when a man he says to you, you are cut off of what? Abtar is cutting off something of your body. Batara is cutting off a limb. So cut off what? Chapter 108, verse number 3. Let us do this. Let's hope that this website will work, because sometimes it doesn't. Let us see, the book is called Asbab al-Nuzul. The reason for the verses to come should give us more details. The surah was revealed about a person, this is his name. He met the messenger of Allah and he gave him, as he said to him, you want to enter in the sacred mosque, blah, 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 okay. He was coming out of it and Quraysh was sitting in the mosque. And okay. I was talking to that man without posterity, meaning the messenger of Allah. All right. So they are talking about unable to have kids. All right. So Allah made a verse which is like, it's a stupid verse. Look what they are saying here. And truly you are without posterity, without no male offspring to survive you. This is the Islamic interpretation. But the Arabic says you are cut off, abtar. How we can prove that Muhammad is cut off? If you go in the hadith, you will see the following. Muhammad, he bragged too much about sex. One of the signs of a person who is suffering from sexual disability is to brag about how good he is in bed. To the point Muhammad, he claimed that he have intercourse with all his wives in one day. He can't do that. One of the men, he says how he can handle that. And look how dirty he is. It says here he used to have intercourse with his wives one after another with single bathing, which means he don't wash. Okay, how people they knew that Muhammad was doing that? He was talking about it. And then we find that Muhammad, he never had sex with his wives. He cannot have sex with his wives. At least he cannot have full sexual relationship. And what kind of a prophet, how clean he is to have sex with women one after one. And this is why sexual disease is transmitted. This is why Muhammad, he was explaining, women, she have a yellow discharge. All his wives, they have yellow discharge because he infected them with sexual diseases. He sleep with all of them without washing. Read carefully. The messenger of Allah said, the man water is thick and white and the women water is thin and yellow. He's talking about her orgasm. The women orgasm is yellow only if she is infected. Me myself, I have no idea about this, but somebody who supposedly have knowledge, he is the one who mentioned that this has happened only if you have an infection. And there is more hadith confirmed that Muhammad, he never able to have sex with his wives. Actually, if you have my book, you will see there is a verse about where it says waqab. Waqab, when Aisha, she came and she played with his hair. Muhammad, he said, I seek refuge by Allah from the devil when he make the private part stand up. The Muslim, they say, it's a lie. He's a big fat liar. I can show it to you from the interpretation. Nothing from my own. Challenge. We will be coming later at night. If there is a Muslim have the courage to call me and challenge me to show you from the interpretation where it says that, let me know. Muhammad, he made a verse about his private part standing up, claiming that Allah, he said that. And how we can confirm that Muhammad cannot do it? Here we go. The wives of Muhammad confirm it. The Prophet continued for such and such period, imagining that he had sexual intercourse with his wife, but in fact, he did not. Isn't it obvious that this man is suffering from a problem? So he go in the street, he said to his friends, man, I was doing boom boom with all my wives today. All of them, brother. And then the women, they talk. He said, the Prophet looked like yesterday, you have a good night, huh? No, he did not touch me. Really? He did not touch you, but he said he was the boom, boom, boom all night. Or he's imagining. He's imagining. Is it me saying that the Prophet was imagining himself having sex, but in fact he did not? No, it is Aisha, first-hand witness. So Aisha was sitting in the corner and Muhammad was doing what? When he imagined himself having sex with Aisha. You tell me, should I make a drawing about it? I mean, name one thing for me about this man is normal. Just one thing. Do you find anything is normal about this man? I mean, all garbage in the world is in him. And by the way, those who have a problem, sexual problem, they brag always in the front of their friends because they feel like there is something missing in their life, right? So they speak about the same as somebody is poor, so he start buying expensive stuff he cannot afford. He uses his credit card to show off because he feel like he is missing something important. You know what I mean? There's many human beings, they are like this. They act stupidly. Like you will find a woman or a man, he buy a very expensive clothing or bags or etc. But they are poor. They spend all their saving in something stupid just to show off in the front of their friends who they are rich maybe. Because they feel they are lower than them, so they try to say, okay, I'm going to buy this. And this is exactly for somebody suffering from some illness. And nothing wrong, by the way. If a man, he cannot do it, I mean, what a big deal. I mean, this is not your fault. It's not a sin. I mean, there's people cannot walk. There's people cannot see. I mean, this is kind of illness. This is nothing to make you feel bad. But Muhammad, he was under the influence of the Jews. And because he is under the influence of the Jews, he have in his head that the prophet of God, he have to be super powerful in bed. This is why Muhammad, he said, and we have the hadith, that he invoked his God Allah, and he sent him a dish, it's called al-kufayt, and after he ate from it, he got the power of 40 men. And I challenge a Muslim to say I'm lying. Have you ever heard of a God, he make a dish of a Viagra, send it to his prophet so his private part will be boom? Have you ever heard of this? If Muhammad is not suffering from sexual problem, why he says that Allah, he invoke Allah and Allah, he send him a dish, it's called al-kufayt, he ate from it, he got the power of 40 men. You tell me. I mean, what is even the reason to mention this? The guy, he fabricated stories. Who in the world want to believe that there's a God who go to his kitchen and then he fixed Muhammad the problem which is sexual by making a shish kebab? And the funny, don't the Muslim, they say if Allah wants something, he say be, and it's going to be. Okay, say use your holy boot or stick and touch the private part of Muhammad, his private part, like we be like boing. No, Allah, he sent a dish of shish kebab. And the funny one of the hadith says that Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad, the stepdaughter, she did eat from it. So I wonder if Fatima, she have the power of 40 men in bed too. Yeah, we will talk about this. Just remind me. We will be here again after a few hours by night time and my time. So join here. We will talk about it. All right. I'm not going to keep this video. But if you like to download it before we take it down, feel free. We will be live again by maybe in 10 hours from now. All right, at night. I hope the internet is doing good, and we will be there. And ask me about the reference. We will be there. Actually, you know what? I can show you the reference, but all the reference are in Arabic. Let us see. Oh boy. Let me get you the reference before I go. Yeah, I'm trying to find you a website which is a Muslim website. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to click and translate using Google Translation. This is the book of Al-Maqrizi, volume number 6, page number 126. By the way, this reference not only in this book, it's all over. But this is what I found. This is an official website. I will click at translate from Arabic to English in front of you, and we will read. Translate to English. Is the text coming clear, guys? Can you see? I hope so. Okay. The power of the messenger of God. What kind of power we are talking about? The power. Look at the... Do you see the word the power? The power. Like what? What kind of power, he said? A man, he said to him, did Allah send to you a dish of food? هل أنزل الله عليك طعاما من السماء? Did Allah send to you a dish? If you go down, it says, Jibreel come to me, Muhammad saying, and he gave me a dish. It's called al-kufayt, not al-kufayn. I ate from it as a meal, and I was given the power of 40 men in intercourse. Do you see it? This is the stupid Google translation, by the way, which is not too much accurate, but it's fine. Do you see it? I mean, why a man, a normal man, he have little brain, will say such a statement? I mean, isn't it obvious this is a lie? God, he sent a dish of food with Jibreel, knock at the door of Muhammad. Habibi Muhammad, Habibi. Jibreel, what's up, Jibreel? What you have in your hand? I smell something good, Jibreel. I have a dish of food for you, Muhammad. If you eat it, your willy will be Billy. Really? This will fix my problem? Exactly. Eat it 3 times a day. 1 in the morning, and 1 at the lunchtime, and 1 before you sleep. And then you will be boom boom. This is a prophet of God. This is a prophet of God. Are you serious? And look how many hadith they are talking about how good he is in boom boom. Look. that Abu Sufyan ibn Muammar, etc., he says the Prophet, he been given the power of 40 men in sexual intercourse. Why 40 men? Why he stuck with the 40 men thing? What about 41? Is that a limit Allah he can give? Like his food cannot give you more power? And how you can measure it that this is the power of 40 men? Like what, Muhammad have a competition of sex? He got 40 men in one side and then Muhammad in one side, and they found that Muhammad he can do exactly the same number of women. This is how stupid this religion is. You have to be mentally ill to believe in such a garbage. He have nothing to be proud about. He's proud about sex given to him by a dish. And what is the proof? What is the proof that Muhammad he can do that? As you see, his wife, they say that he is imagining. So he got the power of 40 men to imagine that he's having sex, or he did it for real? And I will post the link for those who want to save the link. This is one of the link is so long, man. It doesn't go through. I need to shorten the link. Hold on. How you shorten the link? Alright, I will try this. I found a website shorten links, so I'll try to post it for you so you guys can have it. And by the way, this is not the only reference we have. I mean, this is one of many books saying that. And just the first one I came in my way as official website. Here we go. Tell me if you can open it. Does it work? If you click at the link? Does it work, guys? Let me know if it's working. It have to be when it's open the same website we are reading from. So do you see this? In the top? The Muslim, by the way, they will say to you, this is Shia website. It doesn't matter. The Shia website have all kinds of books, including Al-Bukhari. Yeah. This is a big library, Islamic library. And here you have the reference for anything they mention. Down here you see the reference. Alright, like number 1, number 2, etc. Whatever reference they mention, you will see the details of them. Alright. We have a filthy person here. We let us ban him. Alright. Alright. Guys, I want to say thank you for being here. I will be back later at night if I can. God is willing. And get ready. Have your tea, your coffee, and join us later at night, because those who they are in Indonesia or India, it is going to be morning for them. And those who they are in USA is going to be evening. And the best evening for me to spend with you is Saturday night with my family. You are my family. I love you all. And I'm here to share my knowledge. And all what you need to do, just hit the reasoning. It's like, you know, you have to give a Christian prince a reason to share a knowledge with you. Which means, maybe we are talking about something. Like now, we mentioned something, and something lead into something. So, you need to help me. So I will mention something maybe I did not mention before, because the information is in my head. And if you don't give it a reason to come, why I want to talk about it, right? Like now we mentioned the story of the dish of food he ate. So there is millions of things we never spoke about. Because most of the time we repeat, you know, stories you know, they are very effective, easy to understand. Easy to prove. We don't go like in extreme scholarship details, but there is a lot of things to mention, and Islamic books is full of it, literally, whatever the word full of it mean. You know what I'm talking about, right? So I want to see you. I hope I want to see you later at night today. And for those who they are in Europe, you will be asleep maybe. But no worry, you can watch it later. And this is why we are dividing the time. So sometime we do it early, so people who they are in Europe, they can join us. And sometime we do it late, so people who they are, you you know, in different countries, they can be part of us. Yeah, okay, Ronnie, just remind me when I come back, my friend, I'm leaving right now. Ask me about Khadija reference, how she made her father drunk, and to make herself marry Muhammad. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you, and thank you for those who support us in every way, in every mean. God bless you. And until I see you soon again, Christ is Lord, and Islam is nothing but a fraud about a sexual, perverted prophet who he claimed he have the power of 40 men to convince me that he's a prophet, which is very logical. Because if you don't have a power of 40 men, how you can be a prophet? You cannot. You get the power of 40 men in boom boom, not in science, mathematics, in being genius, being a person of morality. No, it's your penis who decide if you are a prophet or not. According to Jesus Christ, the Lord of the Christians, my Lord, from their fruits you shall know them. According to Muhammad, from their penis you shall know them. As simple as that. So those who worship penis follow Muhammad. As simple as that. Are you happy? Are you proud? Your penis, the penis of your prophet is more than 40 penises. Take a selfie with it. Put a sign in your house says that my prophet have a power of 40 penis. You have to be a person following a penis god to believe in such a garbage. As simple as that. Thank you guys for being here. Christ is Lord, and see you soon again. Bye-bye.